Hello everyone, to another recording of Tinkering with Neovim. Today I would like to make it look a little bit prettier. I would like to add a status line, possibly mini.diff. I would like to try to write my own little Markdown function. Not a Markdown function, but a function. Just notice a typo. Function that strikes through the text in Markdown files, and then also add the options to be able to see that, and then maybe my own little function to list the to-dos that I have in this file. So let's start with the status line. I think I'm gonna make it very simple. I'm gonna copy here one of those, and I will say this is gonna be status line. Now let's see if that works. And I see here at the bottom already the mini status line is enabled. I guess this gray is for normal. There's a cyan turquoise kind of color for insert mode and a greenish color for visual mode. So, and then there are these icons, and I guess it's gonna be a little bit like the mini.pick where I removed the icons down here, So to do that, I'm gonna to do something here. Now I'm jumping back to the documentation again, and in the help file it's going to be use icons false. And let's see, I set the shortcut earlier to source and save the file here. What I'm going to do, icon is gone. Oh, something appeared, the LSP appeared, and the LSP is within the status line. That's already super cool. Very happy about that. Very nice. So that was easy. Oh, and now in the status line you see that the LSP is complaining about 3 warnings, I'm gonna guess. So how I also noticed here how it indented the text a little bit, but because I am folding everything, I don't really see where the mistakes are. So I think I want to map something so I can find those mistakes. Let's do this one. I'm gonna do leader diagnostic, LSP diagnostic, and next, and that would be Vim diagnostics. Wait, Lua Vim diagnostic. Lua Vim diagnostic, and then Lua Vim diagnostic, then go to next, to this one, and go to previous, go to next, and the description is next LSP. So this can be an issue, and warning, an error. Let's call it message. And then of course the previous, we also want to do previous, and this is gonna be previous. Save source. Next. There we are. mini.diff is an undefined global. I'm guessing an undefined global unknown. This sort of feels to me like the same error as we had down here with Vim. I'm sure if I had it here it might disappear again, and I see in the status line it disappeared. That's very nice. So I see the LSP warnings now in the status line. I think I might want to Lua add another key map, diagnostic. Let's get these errors maybe back, or I can add a dumb error somewhere, right? If I just add here something, this is going to be an error and a warning. But I want to also add a Vim diagnostic. Is there one that gives a list? Is this a list? Well, let's try that again. Open float maybe. Ah, that shows the errors nicely. Let's see. There should be another one. Be this one. Yeah, that's the one I wanted. Set lock list, huh? Close that one. Remove, and now on those two, let's do another one and call it TL for list. This was set lock list, something like that. No, without this, and LSP message list, LSP messages. Now I'm gonna add an error and say DL, and it lists. Very nice. Let's take it away. So that would be, I added now a few more new mappings. Where do I do the, it shows 3 choices. I want it to say plus diagnostic. Oops, no, I killed it. Where in mini use, clue here. Pretty sure I added it here. Yep. Can I do this and say D should be diagnostic, and beautiful. Very nice. So that worked too. Now I'm still on the status line. So it automatically adds already the LSP messages, which is really nice. Now though, can I also add diff? And wow, it also shows the results of mini.diff automatically in the status line. Didn't have to do a single thing. That is quite awesome. Oh, that's super cool. Wow, I'm impressed. And I think here it shows also the color of the number, shows if there's a new line and so on. I would just delete here a whole lot. It shows I deleted 17 lines. So it's the lines added, then the lines changed, and the lines deleted. Let's correct this here quickly. Let's take this line. All right, let's go to my, so those two are, as far as I'm concerned, good. Now I want to write my own little, strike through. My question is really, I have here a scratch file, and if I want to strike through this text, the Markdown way to do it is like that. And it works already. That was too easy. I really thought that wouldn't work. I didn't even have to configure anything else. So I thought I managed to do this a long time ago, and I had to set a whole bunch of options. But maybe now with version 10.2 that I'm using, it's all fine. So my little function is going to be much easier. It's going to be something like function, let's call it my strike through, and like this, and do vim command normal, and at the beginning of the line, but not at the beginning of the line where there is text, so that's this one, I want to switch to insert mode, and then add two tilde signs, and then I want to do that also at the end of the line. So that's my strike through. I want to add another one, and here we go. So we have my own little strike through. So now when I have this, I should be able to do lua my little strike through. Well, it didn't quite work. Let's try that again. So that didn't work, because I should probably at the end here, should switch that to an A, and I'm realizing I'm not liking to switch buffers with FB, leader FB. Let's do here the, now it works. So that's nice, because I'm taking a lot of notes in Markdown. If I want to be done with something, I can do now this function. And this function we're gonna add in the mapping is maybe something here, and call this mine and strikethrough. So I do lua my strike through, and here strike through. Very nice. MS. I must have mistyped something again. Forgot to close the parentheses. MS. Beautiful. Very happy about that. That's my little function. Let's go back to the init. So that's a known little function. I'm gonna here add one more. My little functions. Because I had here oops. Done. Huh? I want to be able to list my to-dos. So let's assume I have another one, and a last one, but they are in a weird order. Maybe one is hidden here. So I want to be able to create a function that lists them quickly. So I'm going to do function my, what should we call it? My list to-dos. And here I'm going to do command vim grep to do in the current file, and then there is this window that exists, and here end. Let's see if I do now lua my, and I want to-dos. There we go. Every place that has to do is listed here, and I probably can jump to that one that is hidden. Boom. And that works perfectly. Very nice. So we added the status line. It automatically includes the git diff when you load the git diff. I think for next time I tried to figure it out now, quite failed. I wanna add within the status line the colors, change the colors of those numbers. So in the LSP, probably an error. I want to be the E1 here, I want to be red, and the warning possibly orange, and I think there are infos and hints too. Those are a lesser color, a lesser alerting color. With the git diff, with the mini.diff, I want the same thing. I want if added, I want it green. If removed, I want it red, and if changed, probably yellow again. Just make it a little prettier. So prettifying the status line is something to try to do next. Otherwise, that's it, I think, for today. So as usual, thank you very much for your time. I wish you all a great day, evening or night, depending on your time zone and when you listen to this. And remember to take care of yourselves. Goodbye.